Pierre was in Toronto this week and he spoke to a crowd about the actions that he is going to take with Trump on how to make Canada stronger. Real concrete actions that are really good to hear. And the other part is what he's going to do, the issues that are not Trump related. These are the issues for the last 10 years that everyone's been complaining about. Trudeau must go and all the hatred for the Liberal Party of what they're doing, those issues, the safety, the crime, the immigration, the inflation, the housing issue, everything created by the Liberal government. Welcome back to the A News Network. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And let's take a look at what's going on with Pierre.
To protect our economy and break our dependence. We need a serious nation-building plan to Trump-proof our economy. Mine will put Canada first. It is a plan for Canada that is richer and stronger than the one the Liberals left us. A plan to protect Canada from whatever choices, wrong choices, the President might make. So my message to President Trump is this. If you keep attacking our economy, over the next 4 years, under my Conservative government, Canada will become completely rebuilt as an economy that no longer is reliant on the Americans for everything. You will have lost your greatest trading partner and best friend. We will be a confident and strong country capable of standing on its own 2 feet, standing up to anybody that gets in our way, and moving forward to give our people back the Canadian promise. The only thing we can control is the things that we do at home. And the best way is to unleash our industry, cut taxes on our workers, bring zero capital gains taxes for our Canadian reinvestment, build more pipelines, LNG plants, power plants, data centers. That is the only way to actually stand up to the U.S. President. All these things I've talked about for the last 10 years. All these things Mark Carney has consistently opposed. All of these things are required to move forward. But we have to remember why we're doing these things. The point of these trade and resource and tax policies is not to win a debate in a faculty club or an economic seminar. What use is it to have a booming economy if our cities are unaffordable, unsafe, and increasingly unlivable? Some Liberal supporters and lobbyists have asked why I keep talking about the cost of living, housing, crime, and about the Liberal drug crisis instead of focusing exclusively on Donald Trump. My answer is this. The threat of the President's actions against Canada are serious, and I've proposed serious answers to those threats. But the struggles that Canadians are facing at home, the fear and the hurt that I hear everywhere across this land, those are real too. And I will not stop talking about these problems which predate Donald Trump and which will outlast Donald Trump if we do not act to fix them. Everyone is struggling with the cost of living. Young Canadians are stressed about never affording a home, bills they can't afford. Their parents worry that they might overdose, their children might overdose on fentanyl. And even those who are not afflicted with that scourge wonder how they'll ever move out of their parents' basement and have kids. Millions of Canadians have been living for years in what I call lives of quiet desperation. Their stories rarely make the evening news. So yes, I will be out there every day outlining my plan to protect Canada against American tariffs. But I will also unapologetically be out there talking about my plan to build more homes, get people off drugs and into recovery, fix the budget, keep inflation down, cap immigration so we never add more people than health care, jobs, and housing, get criminals off the street. We can do all of these things. We must do all of these things at the same time as we stand up to President Trump from a position of strength.
These are concrete actions that Canada should do. And the 10 years of the Justin Trudeau Liberal Party, them not pushing pipelines through, and the $1 trillion of liquefied natural gas that Trudeau couldn't find a business case. He probably spoke to Stephen Guilbeault and called Mark Carney to say, how can we just not do it? all of those things that just make Canada worse off. There was a video too in Saudi Arabia of how rich they are, that they have air-conditioned sidewalks in the outside. Yet in Canada, heating a home is like something that you have to worry about, that you don't have enough money in Canada. That's how nuts it has become with the Liberal Party and what they have done. So these are really concrete actions, and I think they're amazing, and we do need a change. Let's see what else Pierre has to say.
Because I guess that's what a prime minister does. Now, what the Liberals would like you to do is forget about all the damage they did over the last 10 years. They want you to forget the lost Liberal decade. They want you to forget that it's exactly the same Liberal ministers, same Liberal MPs, same Liberal strategists making the same broken Liberal promises. We cannot afford a fourth Liberal term. We need a change to put Canada first. We will get that change. We will be a strong, self-reliant nation that takes care of its own and bows down before no country. Not a nation of tax collectors and toll masters, of bureaucrats and busybodies, of gatekeepers and grandees, of rulers and rule makers. No, we are a nation of explorers and entrepreneurs, artists and adventurers, workers and warriors, pioneers and patriots. Canada is much more than just not being American. It is about our shared values, our culture, our shared history, and the enduring promise that Canada made to each and every one of us. The promise that brought my wife here as a refugee from Venezuela. Why would she leave a beautiful tropical country to come to a place where it snows in the middle of April? The answer is because this country offered the incredible promise that 6 people crammed into a basement East End Montreal apartment could work their way to a successful life, that she, with that humble beginning, could stand next to the son of a teenage mother adopted by 2 school teachers to be on this stage. We owe it to this country. My family owes this country everything we have, and therefore we have a duty to protect the same promise for those who will come after us. Canada needs a change to restore its promise. Canada is ready for that change. I am ready to lead that change. I am ready to be Prime Minister for our people, for our land, for Canada first, for a change. Let's bring it home. Thank you very much.
That's a great talk that he had. And it is true. Saving the money for a house now, if you want to, what is it, 50% or 49% of all the money that we make just goes back to taxes? This is the legacy of the Liberal Party and what they have done. To save up for a mortgage, for example, of $100,000, if you started now and scraped together and maybe in 5 years you could afford it, the house price will go up at that time too, with the Liberal government reckless spending that has been going on. They just keep printing money. And we find out too with Mark Carney that he moved some money, Canadian money, to in Bermuda to a bike shop. Above a bike shop was a financial building that he bought for money management to bypass Canadian taxes. So in my eyes, Mark Carney, he's probably very good at moving money around to not pay taxes, something that Canadians it's unethical 100%, but for him it's just transparent. That's how the billionaires live, in my opinion. And I don't get, just because of his resume, liberals are just goo goo gaga over that guy. Is unbelievable about what has happened with gaslighting. And Mark Carney, we've known him for 1 month. Look at the lies he's been telling. He's going to repeal Bill C-69, and then he's not. It doesn't matter if he's in Western Canada or Eastern Canada. He says what the crowd wants. And then him messing up the other example too, with the Polytech massacre that happened. He messed that up. He also lied with that. He said Canada is the biggest semiconductor manufacturer in the world. This guy, I don't even understand. How can he have like 5 jobs so high up in a company, and he's so dumb? Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I think they're looking at him now and say, "Wow, this really guy really doesn't know anything. He's just full of BS, but he can make a lot of money for us." Anyway, thanks for watching the A News Network. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you in the next videos. Take care.